Michelle is a long-term employee who has not had problems with any other employees.
I'll get to come back to work, punished and put on probation, referred to as the provoker, the hostile one, and the bully.
HR, you guys knew there were problems, right? I mean, she's up there asking you about cameras, right?
Correct.
I mean, she's got issues that she's worried about. She wants to have physical cameras up there to watch some of this stuff. What was the deal with the cameras and why they didn't get put in? Or what was the holdup?
There's cameras in there, and I have worked through loss prevention with that issue as well. And
I had no witnesses when it came to being fired. I had no defense.
that's the hard part, Michelle, and I told you that before. We didn't have any cameras down there to see anything, and there was nobody else that saw anything. There was positions in cameras, and to my understanding, it was the angle in which these cameras were positioned, and why I didn't pick up on some of the mat issues. They're positioned in a closer area. I guess it's the further away they are, the pixels aren't able to pick up on some of the closer interaction.
So there are cameras up there.
Correct.
Cameras are focused in the work area, not the position of the mat.
There's a consequence. So you broke policy, and if we had everybody breaking that policy, then there is no consequence. It would be havoc, it'd be chaos, and it would be a great liability to the company.
I've asked them to look at cameras numerous times. I've asked them if they have any footage. I don't even know if they have camera footage. They told me they're putting in extra cameras because of all this crap.
And you may not realize this, she's very mean.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that.
He's caused chaos. That's why I feel the way
I was
do.
asking you questions.
I mean, I'm sitting here waiting for paychecks that I
We're
worked
in
hard for.
questions. We're in questions.
And I can't
We're
get...
in questions, and we'll ask the questions.
Just trying to work, do my
What else-
job. I
what
just
else
want to
did
get
she
my
say?
job done, go home, and be happy. I don't want to go to work, have to worry about whether somebody's going to push a cart.
Slow down a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, why not just bring a camera and recording in and have that discussion with the company? Give them the opportunity to say, no, Michelle, you can't do
I
that.
swear I did. I told these people. I told Chris. I said, Chris...
You asked if you could,
Yes,
hold on, let me clarify.
I said,
Hold on,
proof.
I'm speaking, let me clarify.
In I believe it was April, May, I went up to the man because this woman was hitting me with things, and I asked him if he could please do something about it. Words out of his mouth were I was stupid and I was petty, and I could get fired over it. So I've had that experience with Dan Kelly before. I'm in fear of my job, so I go to Mike Arndt, and I want help from Mike Arndt, and Mike Arndt did try to get me some help. We went up to a meeting that actually didn't go anywhere at all. This is prior to me being fired. And I was told there was going to be cameras, and I felt safe. All of a sudden, I finally felt safe. Somebody's going to see this happen. Well, in July, she hit me, but the cameras weren't on. So
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Saw that.
None of that was in my presentation as far as the camera issue that she's referring to.
What are you rebutting? I mean, to rebut something that they had in their actual case.
What did he say that you're rebutting?
I didn't have cameras, I suppose.
Okay, that wasn't in their case.
Was it in prior firing?
No, we're just talking about this one here.
Okay.
So anything in this case here we can rebut.
Where are these cameras that you guys allegedly have promised for over a year?
That promise was made originally by the HR manager before my tenure in security. At the time, there were no cameras in Smalls. In late November of 2013, a camera system was installed viewing small sort. There are currently 3 cameras viewing the small sort. That system is run by the operation, so I don't know completely how complete it is and whether or not it is recording. I believe the camera system that is watching small sort is not for surveillance so much as it is to help with volume control.
So it's not there to film the individuals working?
That is not its intended purpose, but I think eventually that is going to be done.
Well, they've been told this, both of them have mentioned the cameras, correct?
Yes, both of them have mentioned the cameras.
We got anywhere with the cameras. No more than we are today, right?
Correct, that is my understanding. The camera system in question...
That's fine.
Thank you.
I didn't ask you anything else. You have to
Okay,
stick
just
with,
the
you have to
first
stick
thing where
with,
he said he
you have to
tries
stick with what they said in their presentation, not what they said in their
Okay,
rebuttal.
he said he
There's
was-
two different types.
All right, I understand that. He tried to make me safe. I don't feel that he tried to make me safe at all. I think I got brushed off. He actually told me the other day that I should just blow this all off. So, no, he's not.
And who said this to you,
Dan
Dan
Kelly?
Kelly?
I don't believe he's trying to make me safe.
Okay.
It's really easy for you to say, but if it's your mother, your daughter, your sister
I understand.
that is forced to work with somebody who tends to just try to make your life miserable.
I understand that. I can tell by looking at you right now where you're at with this. I don't think that you're. I understand you're agitated. I understand you're nervous. I understand there's a lot of things going on.
Will you take note of where she put her car today? And
I did not even notice it. But if you would please, just give me a statement telling me straight up, hey, I feel she's doing this to create a housework. Put some thought. You can do it now. You can do it at home.
try to do it at home. I won't be able to write nothing while I'm
That's fine.
shaking.
That's fine. It's obvious. And, yeah, I'll say where I'm at, Michelle. I personally, you know, this shit she's doing, if it was me, I would just blow it off.
Honey, I can't blow it off.
As anybody can attest, the area in Smalls when you go to break is a very small area. You walk past each other, either going one way or the other. It's very easy to brush up against somebody.
So the company has a policy, and they have that policy for a reason, and we hold everybody to that policy where they can't take pictures or videos for a reason. So I don't see how you feel the right that you get to break the policy and nothing happened.
Something did. I lost a job.
It's not there to film the individuals working.
That is not its intended purpose, but I think eventually that is going to be done.
So I'm curious, you know, you got cameras now. It'd be really nice to find out.
Michelle, I don't think everything's going to be picked up with those cameras.
Well, you can see somebody's grabbing my things. I mean, you'd be able to see a person standing over there grabbing my stuff and throwing stuff away. And
We'll take a look.
all right.
All right.
There's no proof of any violence. The only witnesses Michelle has is Sandy Pierce, of all people.
That could cause a hardship to the company.
There's no proof of any violence.
Get it, you guys? You guys are bullying me. You're all bullies.